Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Wendy and today I'm just going to be doing my makeup. I'm actually on my way to go to the grocery store and to a shoe store. So I'm just going to be getting ready to go out for the day. So I already washed my face. I went ahead and used, it's the Dirty Works Pore-fect face scrub. And it's an exfoliator, so I went ahead and did that. I am going to now moisturize my face using the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. Okay, so it's a dropper. I'm just going to go ahead and drop a few oil drops on my face. I really like this oil because it actually sinks into your skin. It's not like any other facial oil that you put on your face and then it just sits on top of your skin. It actually sinks in all the way in, and it doesn't leave your face looking oily. It actually it really gets into the deepness of your skin without leaving your face looking greasy. Once I've rubbed all of this on my face and down my neck, I go ahead and grab a few drops and put them on my eyelids. My eyelids have actually been extra dry. I'm gonna let that sink into my skin, and then I'm gonna go over with a moisturizer. While the oil is sinking into my skin, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my lips using this Beauty Treats Aloe Lip Gloss. It has vitamin E. And I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my lips. I really like this moisturizer, this lip gloss, because it does not leave my lips looking sticky or feeling sticky. It actually feels very lightweight, and I just love the shine that it leaves on my lips. So as the oil is sinking in, I'm actually going to grab my moisturizer, and I'm using the Purity Made Simple moisturizer, and this is a trial size. That's what it looks like. And I just put a few dots on my face, and I rub it all in. Now I'm just gonna move on to doing my eyebrows. I'm using the NYX Tame and Frame. This is like my favorite go-to brow pomade. And I'm using a small angle brush from Sigma. It's the E65, and I'm going to use this to line up my eyebrows just to get started. And I'm using the e.l.f. angled brush to brush up my eyebrows. Again, I'm just lining my eyebrows right now. This part takes a lot of concentration. And I'm just following the normal shape of my eyebrow. Now that I've lined up my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and fill them in, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. angled brush to fill in my eyebrows. The reason why I switch brushes is because the angled brush from e.l.f. is actually thicker. So I feel it's easier to fill in my eyebrows using this brush instead of the Sigma E65 brush. And I like to concentrate the product mainly on this middle section of my eyebrow, and then whatever product that is left on the brush, I go ahead and I spread it towards the inner and outer portion of my eyebrow. Now that I've finished doing my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and line them up, and I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro concealer, and this is in the shade 104, and I'm going to be using the Sigma Flat Definer Brush E15. Now that I've lined up my eyebrow, I'm actually going to put the rest of the concealer on my lid, and I'm going to use this as a primer for the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using a flat brush to blend the concealer out and the line that I made underneath my eyebrows. And this is a BH Cosmetics 139 brush that I'm using. I really like this brush because I feel like it does a really good job at blending everything out and diffusing that harsh line that's right underneath my eyebrow. Now that I finished blending that concealer on my eye, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my eyes. I am using the BH Cosmetics Illuminate palette by Ashley Tisdale. They did a collaboration. This is what the palette looks like. It's white with pink, and then the inside, it comes with a mirror, but the inside looks like this. So this is one of my favorite palettes to use because it's so neutral. And I'm going to be using a BH Cosmetics blending brush. It's the E40. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. You can't really tell, but it's like a bone shade, and I'm just going to use this shade to kind of set the concealer. Now I'm going to move on to transition color that I'm going to be putting in my crease, and I'm going to go ahead and use this brown color right here. And I'm just going to put the shade on my crease. The look that I want to create today, I want it to be very simple, kind of summery because it's actually pretty nice outside today in San Diego. So I just want to make a very warm, neutral look. So I'm trying to focus that shade right on the outer portion of my crease, and then whatever product that is left on the brush, I'm just dragging it to the inner portion of my eye. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is a darker brown, and I'm going to really focus this shade on the outer corner, like really pack it so that it kind of gets a little bit smoky. I'm going to go ahead and use the Morphe M441 brush to pack this shade on the outer corner and just slowly pack it on. I don't want it to get too dark because I don't want to get a smoky eye, but I do want to add some definition and some depth into my eyelids. I'm going to go in back with the E40 brush from Sigma to kind of blend those two shades in and kind of get rid of that weird smudging that's going on with my right eye. Come on, buddy. Make it work. Now that I've blended all those colors in together, I'm going to go ahead and put a shimmer shade on my lid. I'm trying to debate whether to do Maui or Fiji. Maui's a little bit more of a rose gold and Fiji's more of a champagne. I'll show you. So this one right here is Maui, and this one right here is Fiji. I don't think the camera is picking up the shades all that well, but I think I'm gonna go with Fiji. I'm gonna use a synthetic brush for this. I'm using the BH Cosmetics V18 brush. It's the vegan friendly collection brush kit that they have. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray my brush. I'm grabbing the shade Fiji. I'm just gonna apply it. You really have to build up this shimmer. I'm not being very precise when I'm applying this shade on my lid. So I am gonna go with a different brush to blend in the shimmer in the outer portion of my eye. So I'm gonna go in with the first shade that I started with, not the brown one, but the lighter brown. And just put this on my outer corner and blend. I just realized I haven't been recording, so I don't know for how long. I'm using the Tartiest mascara by Tarte, and I'm already halfway done with this. I mean, like putting it on. And I am not sure if this was captured, but I did do my eyeliner because I am putting falsies on. And I used the NYX liquid liner. This is what it looks like. It's upside down. Wendy, it's upside down. We are moving on. I'm letting these dry, and I'm actually going to go in with the Salon Perfect 614 eyelashes. This is what the 614 look like. I really like these lashes. They are very natural looking and they're not heavy on your eyelids. They're amazing. And the reason why I like them too is because they're so cheap. They're like $8 or $8.99 for a pack of 5. The lash glue that I use is by Kiss. It is the best eyelash glue you can get. I really like this eyelash glue because it is white and it goes on, once it's already kind of getting dry, it goes on clear, which is perfect because I feel like it blends in with your eyelids. It's not very visible when you put it on. I'm going to be using this eyelash tweezer. I actually got this one on Amazon. This is the first time I'm trying it out, so we'll see how well I do. So while my eyelashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and put on my primer. I am using the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. I also got this one in my BoxyCharm. It's amazing. Since my skin has been a bit dry, and dry skin is kind of a different thing for me. I usually have oily skin. Whoa, I put too much on my forehead. I really want something that's a little bit more dewy, and I feel like this really does it for me. Way too much, Wendy, you overdid it. This primer really gives you a glowy look. Like, I kid you not. It just gives you a highlight to your face. It's amazing. It's one of my favorites. And my eyelashes are actually dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and place them on. Ta-da, that is done. So I'm gonna move on to foundation now that my primer has set in. I actually just got this last night. This is the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation. It's such a cute package. Is a frosted glass bottle. It does come with a pump. I struggled a bit yesterday and it actually exploded on me. But this is in the shade Sand. I think this is a little bit too dark for me, but we're gonna make it work. I'm actually a bit tan, not too tan, but it looked a little bit orangey when it landed on my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it, pump it, And yeah, it looks very orange. I feel like the camera is not picking up the shade, but I feel like it's way too orange. We'll see. I can probably blend it with something else. I'm going to use the Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 128 and blend it with that. That should help even it out a bit. I'm actually going to blend everything in with this beauty sponge. I kid you not, that primer left my skin super glowy. Like, look at that. That's just the primer, and I'm pretty sure it's also part of the Marula oil that I used. Ooh. I am going to set my eyebrows because I haven't done that. I am using the Brow Gal Fiber Setting Gel. I honestly feel like this doesn't do much for me. I'm gonna go ahead and actually set my eyebrows with this Maybelline Tattoo Studio. It's actually pretty cool. I honestly don't like the applicator, but I feel like it does the job. Like, it makes your eyebrows stiff. Well, I don't know. Like, I can feel them that they're in place. That's what I mean. Now that I've set my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. I like to kind of cream contour my face. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick, which looks like this. And this is in the shade 355. And I go ahead and I blend everything in with my beauty sponge. And I blend upwards. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked concealer in the shade Medium Light, and I'm gonna put this underneath my eye. I am gonna go in with my Ulta concealer. It looks like this. And this is in the shade Light Warm. I actually need a shade darker than this because this is way too light for me. But I like to combine it with a darker concealer to kind of create a really good shade. I'm going to go ahead and blend this all in with my L'Oreal little mini concealer sponge. Moving on. I'm going to start off by setting my under eye, and I'm going to be using the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I'm using a BH Cosmetics 133 brush. I'm just going to set my under eye. And I'm actually using the Maybelline finishing powder, loose finishing powder in the shade 20. And I'm actually going with a bigger brush. I'm using the BH Cosmetics 124 brush to set the rest of my face. Now that I've actually set my face, I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm using this W7 Honolulu bronzer. This is what it looks like. And I'm using a Real Techniques face brush. I'm using the Wet n Wild Precious Petal highlighter. And I'm using a BH Cosmetics 140 brush to apply the highlighter on the high portions of my face, which are mainly my cheekbones. Highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. I love highlighter. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my makeup, and I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. And I'm using a dewy one just because I said that my face was feeling dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and set with a dewy setting spray. Last but not least is the lips. I'm gonna go ahead with the Urban Decay lipstick. This is in the shade Abstract. It's a cream lipstick. Okay, this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. This is just a look that I created so I can go to the store today in sunny San Diego. So if you really like this, and I know I still got some things to work on, please subscribe to my channel. I am more than happy to continue to create looks for you, and I hope you enjoyed this. And again, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Bye.